For those looking to buy or sell Madden Ultimate Team coins, check out the Mud Store. They have cheap prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. Use code Texas at checkout for a 10% discount. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tex back with some Madden Ultimate Team 16, and I'm bringing back the cheap Elite series, and it's all because of you guys. You guys demanded it, so it is my obligation to provide the content you guys would want to see. And I want to thank you guys so much because a lot of you guys are showing some support, which is just, it's amazing, man. Like, I appreciate every last one of you who watch my videos and every last one of you who take my advice and construct teams. Like, it's kind of crazy to think that people are really out here listening to me spout nonsense and constructing teams around my opinions of what they should pick up. And it's crazy. It's amazing. It's still kind of mind-boggling. And because you guys like this series so much, I'm bringing it back, and we're going to start with a bang. We're going to go ahead and start out with a position I skipped over, which is the middle linebacker position. We did an outside linebacker, we did safeties, cornerbacks, all that. And I probably will do a follow-up video about that later on as well, because a lot of cards dropped in this game that you guys might want to go ahead and pick up. But today is middle linebackers, and we'll talk about users and CPU users. I guess that's the correct way to say it. Depending on what defense you run, there are certain linebackers you should look for. If you are running a 3-4, that means there'll be two MLBs on the field at the same damn time. One of them needs to be your user, and one of them needs to be a CPU user, a card that you don't touch at all. A guy like Ray Lewis, a guy like Zach Thomas, a high awareness, even though it doesn't matter, a guy that has high awareness just to play that position so you don't mess with them. And the other one needs to be a guy that you can user. If you're running a 4-3, that linebacker needs to be able to do it all. Needs to be able to play in coverage, needs to be able to blitz, needs to be able to tackle, all that stuff. So in today's video, we'll be looking at linebackers that fit both schemes and some hybrid types that can pretty much play on anybody's scheme and be usered beasts and also play well by themselves. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The budget today is going to be 30,000 coins, as it is in all our cheap Elite series. Now, personally, I don't think you got to spend that much to get a nice linebacker in this game. You can go out and buy Anthony Barr, play a middle linebacker, and bam, you got yourself a nice user beast. But because we're going to stick to what the structure of this series is, we are specifically going to be talking about the middle linebackers in this game. And first up today, we're looking at this flashback, Curtis Lofton. He falls under the category of a linebacker that you can user, but will probably play well by himself. 6 foot, not the tallest guy, but he does have 85 speed, which is not terrible. 85 block shed, which means he's probably not going to get pancaked. 94 play rec is huge with an 81 zone coverage. The ideal situation for this guy to succeed in is going to be if your opponent at the 20-yard line in the red zone, and you need to have linebackers on the field to match up to stop the run. And because it ain't that much field, you can pretty much stop the pass as well. So Curtis Lofton with 81 zones is not going to be a liability, but having 94 player recognition means he can diagnose the run and the pass pretty quickly. And if you can hop on him to user him, he's not going to be too slow. 90 acceleration is kind of a bummer, but again, 15,000 coins, that is not a bad price for a guy you don't got to use at all. Another option for a linebacker you guys don't got to use is going to be the middle linebacker, Navarro Bowman. Back in the heyday of this game, you had Patrick Willis and Bowman. Bowman you would never use. If you were playing with the base team over in Maddden, you would never use Bowman. You would always use Patrick Willis because he had good speed. And Bowman does have the attributes that you can just leave him in space by himself. 84 speed is not ideal, but in the right situation, this guy is going to do wonders for you. 92 block shot is great as well. So if you guys don't like this guy being back in coverage with his 82 zone, you can always blitz this guy up the middle. Now, I'm not talking about A-gaps. Don't do no A-gaps. Just do standard blitzes. He should get off the block pretty easily and hit the quarterback or start the run of the backfield. The block shed is amazing. 95 tackling, 94 pursuit, which overpowers his speed. You guys seen dudes like John Brown just get caught by guys that are fat and slow. That's because pursuit in this game is really, really huge. So 94 pursuit is pretty dope on this guy's card. And he also has 94 hit power, so he can also lay the boom. Now, there are two linebackers in this game that I would recommend above all others. One being this Super Bowl Danny Trevathan. He's 35,000 coins right now. If you guys can afford him, go out there and pick him up. He is fantastic. Ideally, you want a 6'3 linebacker, but because you don't got to use this guy, you ain't got to worry about that. But this dude has 87 speed, 88 play recognition with an 88 block shed. Fantastic 3 core attributes right there. He has 99 pursuit, 97 tackling with a 91 zone coverage. This card is amazing. He pretty much is a juice Lavonte David. And if you guys already got your middle linebacker situation figured out, you don't need Trevathan, go ahead and sell your Lavonte David and put him at the right outside linebacker spot because he's going to play extremely well over there. He's not going to get pancaked. He has good enough awareness and play recognition to figure out where the play's going and get over there in time to make a tackle. And if a guy gets past him, he can catch him with 99 pursuit. Also, if I mention awareness, I am not talking about the attribute awareness. I'm talking about play recognition, which is what the awareness is, also zone coverage kind of awareness. But we're not going to get into that argument right now. Anywho, this Trevathan is who I recommend you guys pick up. But if you guys want somebody a little bit faster, there's one more guy. And that would be Wesley Woodyard. When he first dropped, I ended up selling my Superlative Edition Dayon Buchanan for like 100,000 coins, and I picked up this Woodyard for like 50. And next thing you know, we are in the Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl, winning championships. I love this guy's card, and if I wasn't rocking a rookie team, I'd pick him up right now. This card is fantastic, man. 6 foot, 90 speed, 93 play recognition, 87 zone, 86 block shed, a 96 pursuit, 94 tackling. Now, while you're sacrificing some attributes in block shed, but you're making it up in speed and also in play recognition, this card is going to be an ideal backup to your 3-4 linebacker situation when you don't got to use her at all. Just amazing attributes. 77 man as well with a 79 finesse boost too, so you can kind of blitz, but wouldn't recommend it. And if you guys don't like Woodyard, this Jarrell Freeman is pretty dope as well. Same size as well, 6 foot. All these guys are 6 foot tall. A lot of good linebackers in this game, and these are specifically ones you don't have to user. Now let's go ahead and focus on the guys you should pick up if you're going to be usering a lot at that position. First up for the user editions, first up for the user specialists, we got this Speed Edition Zach Thomas. And pretty much for users, all you care about is speed. That is pretty much hands down the thing you look for most. Speed, and then you go with height, because height in this game is kind of important when it comes to playing shallow on some of these routes. But first, we got this Zach Thomas middle linebacker Speed Edition, 94 speed, and he does have a high finesse move as well. Do not engage in any type of blocking because you'll probably get pancaked. Trust me, I have used guys like Lavonte David, as I keep bringing up, who has 77 block shed, and he gets pancaked. But this guy has 94 speed, and he does have 87 zone, so there are some occasions you guys don't have to user him to drop back in zone coverage, and he should play fine. But if you're blitzing him or you're trying to stop running the backfield, unless you got a free hole to scream through, try not to do that because it's probably going to result in pancakes. But this guy should probably end up getting a lot of picks simply because he has 94 speed. And anybody coming at my neck saying Tex, he has 72 catching. Catching doesn't matter. Next up today, we got the All-Rookie Edition Stephon Anthony going for 16,000 coins. The prototype 6'3", 92 speed, 89 block shit, and 94 pursuit. That is pretty much the only attributes you guys should look for. Acceleration's kind of cool and all with 92, but really it's all about the height, the speed, the block shit, and the pursuit. This guy is amazing. Catches picks. Doesn't really force fumbles in this game, but a lot of guys in this game don't. But he plays extremely well if you guys are using him. And if you guys feel like just testing him out by himself, I mean, I wouldn't blame you. He'll probably do fine, but he's not going to play as well as the guys I suggested earlier. And lastly, the best middle linebacker user in this game is going to be the Ryan Shazier. Unfortunately, his price is kind of high. He was 30K earlier, but I realized that 30K is kind of cheap, especially with all these cards going in the positional sets. His price is sure to spike up, so I bought as many as I could. I got 3 of them, not that many, but I got 3 of these Ryan Shaziers, and yeah, this card's amazing, man. 6'1", 93 speed, 88 block shit. When he first came out, he was going for so much, and you guys can see why. Just amazing, man. Just amazing. A guy that can pretty much do it all except play by himself, but yo, I like this card a lot. Here he is compared to a Schefter Star. If you guys can get a Schefter Star, I'd recommend you guys go out there and pick it up. But because those sets aren't in the game no more, you can't pick them up. Because the 85 Shazier was also an ideal user, but that's how it goes, man. They take shot at the game, and now you got to go ahead and use the only option you have, which is this Shazier. His price probably will come back down if golden tickets do drop on Saturday. It'll probably shoot back up Sunday if we do get the MLB positional that day. But Ryan Shazier is the ideal user, but if you guys can't afford him because he's outside of the budget, Stephon Anthony will do just fine. I mean, he's pretty much one less speed, one better block shed, better play rec, and better pursuit by a little bit. So you're not really sacrificing that much, just only in name recognition and also in, height. And that's all I got for you guys right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Cheap Elite series. 500 likes, and I'll drop another episode tomorrow. And I'll let you guys even pick which one I drop. So let me know down in the comment section below which position should I go over tomorrow. And keep in mind that I will be doing follow-ups over episodes I've already done. So don't suggest those, just suggest the ones I have not done. And the one with the most thumbs up, I'll go ahead and do. Also, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, follow me at the Texas Boy 91. And because I like what Vic's doing with replacements, I kind of want to steal something of his that he's doing right now, which is putting your comments in the video. Now, it's going to be different. It's going to be your tweets. Tweet me an example of hashtag overalls don't matter, like I'll be doing at the beginning of these videos, and I'll play it at the beginning of my videos with the overalls don't matter with that song. So go ahead and do that if you guys want to be featured in one of my videos. It's kind of silly, but a lot of you guys may want to have your Twitter stuff in my video. It's weird. I don't know what I'm talking right now. It's not weird. It's perfectly acceptable. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now. I'm the Texas Boy, and I'll catch up, mother bleepers, in the next one. Peace.